Hello Taurus, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well and that you've enjoyed September so far. So this reading, we're going to take a look at general energies and messages for the second half of September. And then we'll take a look into the crystal and see what other messages are coming in for you. At the end of the reading, we'll take a look at for love and romance and get a feel for your energy and your partner or potential partner's energy. So let's get started here. This is for Taurus for the second half of September. Messages and energies for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Okay. Overall energy, we have the Death card, transformation. And, I'm going to cut the deck. Okay. We've got past lives coming in. This is the Moon. The Four of Cups turning in. Trust, which is the Page of Cups. And we have aloneness, the Hermit. Okay, really introspective energies coming in for you, Taurus. So let's talk about this transformation card. It is fairly straightforward. So this is an energy that comes in and creates or enables change within our life. So this can be fairly significant change. This energy is often quite far-reaching, quite intense. Mind you, we are looking at a 2-week period, so it might not be so profound, but for some of you it certainly can be. There is a little bit of an element of catastrophe coming in through this card for me right now. Definitely suddenness at the very least, where this will be a fairly swift shift or change. Now, we have the past lives, which is the Moon. There are a lot of people within this card, a lot of different energies, kind of volleying to be heard. Now, if we take a look at this Four of Cups, we can see that there are a lot of people wanting to be heard within this card as well. You might be dealing, based on these two energies, with the opinions and the influence, the suggestions, just the talk and chatter of a lot of different people. Most likely they're well-meaning people, your friends and your family who have your best interest at heart, kind of trying to guide you through or give you advice based on this change. But some will be words that you need to kind of let roll off of you. You're really going to have to use your intuition here. You're going to have to become very centered. Find that still point within you, that point of truth where you know what is right and good for you. So just because a bunch of people are advising you to do something or pressuring you to do something does not mean that you necessarily should. Always consult with your inner guidance. If it's in line with what the masses are pushing you towards, then by all means. But I think for some of you, there may be a misalignment between what people are telling you to do and what you should do. Okay, so just make sure you take that time to really clarify for yourself. For some of you, this card often comes up indicating that someone from our past is coming back in, that you have a connection with. This could be a connection from your current life right now. It could also be a karmic connection from lives past. They're coming in and they are shaking you up a little bit, especially with this Death energy and this Four of Cups, where you may feel a little bit kind of stirred up unsettled and in need of bringing yourself back into peace, calm, and balance. So make sure you do take that time for yourself. If you're feeling there's a lot of chaos with all of these energy shifts going on, to really poise yourself and come back into alignment. Now you also have the Page of Cups, trust, and you have the Hermit. It's really, we're looking at this always through the lens of death, of transformation, of change. So it's like you have to go out on a limb. This is very much like the Fool, but in that moment after the Fool has taken the leap of faith. So you have to have a very deep trust in the decision that you make based on the change that is occurring around you and within you. So this is a fairly lonely path, is what's coming in here. The Four of Cups is fairly lonely. This is a fairly lonely energy, and the Hermit, most certainly the aloneness card, is very lonely. So just be aware of that you are having a lot of people chiming in and giving their 2 cents. But at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with this, and you're the one that has to go through this. And really, you know, all these people can offer their guidance, their wisdom, but you're the one who has to go through it, who has to deal with the, you know, the ups and the downs of the situation. This is also, again, just guiding you once more. We already talked about this, but if there is so much chatter and it is misleading you, misdirecting you, overwhelming you, confusing you, then you need to kind of shut that down. Really go with your gut, because you have the Hermit. The Hermit is a very spiritual and intuitive, in tune energy. You're carrying this energy right now, Taurus. So you have that resource at your disposal. And this is a very beautiful state of being. This state of trust is very exciting. It can be scary for sure, but the trust indicates that you believe that what you're going to find at the end of this transformation is going to be for your greatest good, that it's going to be very beneficial and a lot better than whatever the circumstance was that you have leapt away from. I'm going to take a look into the crystal and see if anything else comes out for you. So this is for Taurus for the second half of September. Okay. I'm seeing kind of like this cyclone, whirlwind series of events swirling all around you. There may be some chaos. I'm seeing you reading a book or consulting a book for advice, for guidance, checking facts. That kind of thing is coming up for you. And I think by doing so, something that you're reading is offering you peace of mind. That's what I'm hearing, peace of mind. So be open to that. Exercise is going to be really important for you in these next 2 weeks, and it's going to allow you to release frustration, energy, and steam. that may accumulate as a result of these events. So you need an outlet to release your energy. What I'm seeing is a bicycle. If biking isn't your thing, then whatever it is that you do to get your your blood pumping and kind of do a moving meditation is what's coming through here. Whether it's walking, running, playing a sport, whatever it is that you enjoy doing and will allow you to kind of let off your steam and vent in a positive, constructive way, then get out there and do it. I'm seeing a candle, and it's almost like you're incorporating this candle into, it might be kind of like a little ritual that you have. Maybe you have a weekly ritual of having a bath, or you like to dine by candlelight every now and then. But for some reason, this candlelight is really important. Now, when we light a candle, it helps to invite spirit closer to us, and you may in fact find that you're able to receive guidance and messages more easily if you light a candle with the intention of that helping you connect with your spiritual guidance. Because I am seeing you kind of looking intently into this flame, kind of searching for answers. The number 7 is coming up here as being significant. I'm seeing it on a billiards ball, the number 7. And there's a lot of movement. It's moving, it's rolling. So for some of you, that might be an important number that comes in for you. It could be 7 days, it could be 7 weeks. It'll be different for everybody. Okay, so we're going to move on now, and we'll take a look into love and romance for those of you who are looking or have a particular someone in mind and want a little more information for that. So I'll take a look at both your energy and your partner or potential partner's energy. So this is for Taurus, for love and romance, second half of September. What does Taurus need to know about love and romance? Okay, so your overall energy, you're coming in here as the Devil. You have the 8 of Pentacles, and you have the 5 of Cups. Okay, now let's take a look at your partner here and see. They have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So for your part, Taurus, coming in here as the Devil, I mean, this is a very misunderstood energy. It can mean a lot of different things. It can indicate that something that you're doing isn't working for you. It's not for your best interest, and maybe you're trapped in a cycle of behavior or a way of thinking that's just kind of keeping you stuck and bound in place. I think that might be the case for a lot of you, where you're working really hard at this. You're trying your best. We've got the 8 of Pentacles here, which is all about, really putting in the effort. But we've got the 5 of Cups, where something, and this might be on an emotional level for a lot of you, something is holding us back, where we need to let go of something. but we keep getting drawn back to it. And it's this cycle where we're spinning our wheels, we're striving to overcome that. We're trying to get out of that pattern, but it's like it's transfixing you, and you keep coming back to that again and again, and you're having a really hard time freeing yourself. These cards coming up are indicating that you will have the opportunity in these next 2 weeks to really examine what it is that we're talking about. What does that mean for you? And have the opportunity to free yourself. How are you going to do that? That's the question. And it'll be different for everybody, of course. But bottom line is, you need to shift your focus from that of kind of staying in that energy that captivates you, but is ultimately not good for you, something that you know that you need to let go of because it has so much power over you. So really putting great effort into shifting your energy over and focusing on what is good for you, what is positive for you, your partner, and your relationship. Okay, so lots to think about here, Taurus. Now your partner, their energy is coming up as either being very young, maybe immature, possibly, inexperienced, or this could be someone new for you, very new, because we have 2 pages and we have an ace. So this is most likely a new energy entering the relationship, or a new person completely entering your life. Now, they're coming in here a little bit lost and confused. Their heart is definitely in the right place. They are incredibly caring. I'm just going to show you the cards, but they're in a very good place, like their heart. They're very caring, very nurturing, and in tune. They're highly emotional individuals. But for some reason, they're a little bit misguided. And it could be your energy that's throwing them off, Taurus. With this devil kind of holding you ensnared. Maybe they're part of that. And they're really confused. And they're coming up as not having the same kind of strength and stamina as you do to be able to get free of that. So I think you're really going to have to be the leader here in overcoming whatever is binding you. Let me see what else is coming in here for your partner. Yeah, they do have this just very kind of almost a naive energy about them. And I'm hearing the word gullible, so just be careful. Like I said, their heart is in the right place, but I think they need to do a little bit of kind of growing and evolving. And I mean, you certainly have your work cut out for you too. So it looks like it might be kind of a really challenging growth period for both of you and for the relationship. Now, just a word of advice for those of you who are not currently in a relationship and are looking. The advice here would be for you to focus on you at this time. Figure this out. Go back and listen to what we talked about again pertaining to you. Because right now, if there's someone coming in, it's only going to confuse them more and leave them in a place where they're feeling very unsure and confused, because this person isn't really capable of dealing with what this is. So my advice would be to focus on you, get that all sorted out before you're ready to get into something with someone else, and that person will be a lot more on par with you, and I think it would be a lot better. Okay, so that's all the messages that I have for you this reading. So I'll draw it to a close now. So thank you so much for watching, Taurus. I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and I hope that the messages were helpful for you. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. And I will see you again in October for your next 2-week forecast. Take care of yourself until then.